Look what I'm doing. I'm studying lungs. And in between, when I study, I watch videos because I cannot study the whole day through. Logical. Some people do. I don't know how to. And while thinking in between, or while watching YouTube videos in between, I was thinking, oh, couldn't I have a pad, please? That pad that could sit on my lap while I'm learning, or in between the the time when I'm just relaxing in between. I just want to pet someone. I feel so lonely. And I was watching Two Hearts, One Soul, and they have such a cute cat. I was so jelly. I was like, I want that cat right now. And actually, Two Hearts, One Soul, they had a video about the problem with the acupuncture and the collapse of the lungs. So it was actually about my subject too. So it was not that like totally into a different direction away from my subject, from my studies. And that's good. And then I was thinking, hey, wow, I actually had some pets before that too. I should maybe talk about that. I had like at the beginning when I was really small, we looked after a cat for like 2 weeks, I think, because my dad and my mom somehow got to know some owners of a cat, and they were, I think, traveling somewhere, and they needed someone who could look after their cat, and that was like the first time when we had our own cat. And the best thing was back then. Actually, it's not the best thing because it was fun times for us, but it was not fun times for my dad and my mom. The cat, somehow, I don't know what happened, but someone just opened, I think, the door, and the cat ran away. Like, what? And my dad had to run to the forest, somehow get into the forest. That poor little cat, which was really scared. My dad had to catch it and to bring it somehow back because it belonged to someone else. And we back then, we were like, really? Oh my gosh. And somehow it was exciting and crazy, and we got scolded. I don't know why, because we didn't actually, I don't know. I don't remember well whether we left the door open or not. So this was the first time. The second time was when I wanted games for the computer. We had our first computer, and my dad said, no games, girl. You are studying, because it was like when I was 10, 12, I was getting into another school. My dad was, nah, girl, you'll be so distracted. No. And I was like, but I want something for my birthday that is really good and I can remember it. And I was so sad. My mom came into the room. She was like, oh, Ellen. I was like, I want a cat. I don't know how I made this up. I was like, I want a cat right now. My mom was like, what? My mom was like, but Dad doesn't like pets at home because he thinks they need freedom. They need to run outside, around, and have a lot of place and just freedom. Freedom for pets. My father is actually really good in those things. He doesn't like that pets are at home and have just a small space for themselves and no fun in the wild. And my mom was like, okay, I try to talk. I will go to him and talk to him, and we'll see whether he says yes or no. He was first totally against it. Totally. I was like, no. I was like, lying in bed, crying all the time. And then I got my cat. My mom came in the room, was like, Ellen, you get your cat. And at that time, a friend of mine had a cat who had little kitten. Yes. And I think that's why I got this idea of having a cat and not having games for my computer. That was actually better. Seriously, it was better. Even though we had Sims later on, I have to say I never was like crazy after games. I was more at home, but it was still not like, I think I like TV very much, but that doesn't matter, whatever. So I got my cat, and that cat, I gave that cat a anime character's name. And my mom didn't know. And we are strict Christians. And anime is Japanese and has a totally different cultural background. And my mom already used it several times. And after several times, I told my mom, like, Mom, you know where this name comes from? And she was like, where? And I told her, and she was like, no, I don't like that. My whole family was like, what have you done, little girl? I was like, I just wanted to make you all feel bad. I just wanted to see your face. Because back then I already liked anime, but I knew that they were not okay with it. But I just wanted to use this kind of trick, and I was really good. I pulled it off really good. My mom said, okay, I'm okay with this name, but I don't care what's the background of this name. It was from Inuyasha. Which character do you think which character's name do you think I gave the cat? Maybe you know it. So, let's go on. 2 hams I got after this. No, in between with the cat, I got 2 hamsters because hamster die really, really fast. First a normal hamster and then a teddy hamster. Oh my gosh, teddy hamsters. And I really did care for them. I loved them, but they really died really fast. And again, oh, I didn't tell you that. Like, at first, I really, really, really cared for that cat. I walked out with that cat. Yes. Oh, I forgot to tell you something really important before those hamsters. This cat that I had was like the smartest thing ever. First, we lived on the first floor somewhere else in an apartment, and then we lived in a tall building, one of the higher floors in a building. And when we moved, and our cat learned how to use an elevator. This was the most amazing thing about that cat. And that cat, every time my mother opened like at 7 in the morning, the balcony door, you could hear it screaming, "Hey, I am waiting for you. Could you come down? There are no people down here. I need to get in." But meow, like that. And that was so amazing. This cat was like, it's my dream cat. But you know, there are some people in this world who don't like seeing you being happy and having a great like relationship with your pet. And one of the neighbors in that house told us they're gonna bring that cat away. They're gonna steal that cat and bring it into the forest. Yeah. Can you imagine how crazy those people are? They're really like sucking so badly. I don't know whether they had like a problem with us being happy, or whether they had like a problem because their dog was attached to our cat, because we had not with any other dog owner a problem. Like, our cat walked in and other dogs walked in too, and they never had a problem with each other. Even the American people didn't have a problem with our cat using the elevator. So these were some people where I was like, and our cat disappeared. Yes, it disappeared. Now it's like long ago. It disappeared back in 2009, I think. And it's really sad. Whoever you are, those people who took away my cat. You know, there's karma. Even though I'm strict Christian, this word does exist. In the Bible, a little bit called a little bit different, but everything you do comes back to you. So move on to the 2 hamsters. I loved them. I cared for them. Then we had, no, this was in between when we had guinea pigs. I think maybe before the cat. Yeah, could be. Yeah, in between those 2 different cats, we had guinea pigs. Amazing things. But I have to tell you, all of the pets, I first cared a lot of them. Like hamsters, they were only a short time with me, so I cared a lot for them. But the cat, my cat and the guinea pigs, many guinea pigs, they are really like, oh my gosh. They have so many babies. Oh my gosh. First, I cared a lot for them, but then after a time, my mom, who is really an awesome mom, had to take care of them for the rest of their life. Because this is what children are all about. First, they're excited, they love pets, and afterwards, bam, you can take over because I don't really think I want to do anymore the work for the pet. Don't want to clean up anymore, don't want to teach anymore. So the cat loved my mom the most. The only pets that loved me were the 2 hamsters. Everyone else decided to love my mom more. Clearly, because she cared for them much more. Much more. So that's why I'm always like, when children are like, I want a pet, I'm like, no, don't do this. I mean, I think I would like to have like a small dog for children, but only those like doll dogs, or how do you say it, those cute little like really small ones, really amazing ones. This is what I want for myself in the future. This is the only dog that's not too huge, but also in the style of a cat, like really small, even smaller than a cat. And you can walk it outside and you can leave it alone inside. You just have to put like a toilet, cat toilet for it, and give it food. And yes, care for it a lot. Still, it's like a little baby, but it's different from a cat. You can still have more like interactions. Cats are just too bad. And they're like, nope. Yes. Nope. They're their own lords. They're like, you don't touch me today. But I think that's why I loved cats, because just leave it on the floor. Dogs are like, oh, I need your attention, I need your attention, I need your attention. So yeah, I have to stop right now because I have to go studying fighting. Lungs. Let's go, lungs. Breathe. I can't breathe. You know that K-pop vid. I can't breathe. Yeah. Hopefully I can have a pet in the future. Miss them already. Hopefully I can look after them better than in the past.